My name is Amara, and this is my story, a true life narrative by me. I am a Nigerian actress, a dreamer, and once a young girl who thought that love and wealth could heal a broken heart. I am telling my story not to seek pity, but to set myself free and maybe to save another young girl from making the same mistake I made. I was only 18 years old when I said yes to a man old enough to be my grandfather. His name was Chief Balogun, a 70-year-old billionaire businessman known across Nigeria for his wealth, power, and influence. To many, he was the dream of every woman, but to me, at that time, he was an escape. My parents were against it. I still remember my mother's tears the night I told her my decision. "Amara," she said, "this man is older than your father. You are a child. Please, my daughter, don't do this." But I was blinded, not by love, but by the desire for a life I thought would bring me happiness. I shouted, cried, and swore that if I didn't marry him, I would kill myself. My parents gave in out of fear. They wanted me alive even if it meant giving me away to a man 3 times my age. Our marriage was traditional, not legal. He didn't want to share his wealth in case of divorce. At first, I didn't care. All I saw was the mansion, the cars, the private jet, the glamour. I told myself that I was lucky. I became his 6th wife, the youngest and the one everyone envied. In those early days, I lived in a world most people only see in movies. We traveled to Dubai, Paris, and London. I posed beside Ferraris and Lamborghinis. I carried handbags worth more than my family could earn in a year. On social media, everyone called me the blessed girl. I posted smiling pictures, while deep inside, I was slowly dying. Because behind the expensive smiles was violence. Chief Balogun, the man who promised to love me, had a temper that could destroy anything. He was used to power, to control, to women who obeyed. And I was just a girl who wanted peace. The first time he hit me, I told myself it was my fault. Maybe I spoke too much. Maybe I didn't show enough respect. He apologized with diamonds, and I forgave him. But it didn't stop there. For 6 long years, I endured beatings, insults, and humiliation. He would call me names, and I would cry silently at night, holding my 2 children close. I didn't want the world to know. I was scared. I was ashamed. And, in truth, I was addicted to the luxury that came with my pain. Every time I looked at the private jet, the cars, the designer bags, I told myself, at least I am living well. But what is luxury when your soul is bruised?
Join us for updates. Quick, easy. Subscribe now.
What is wealth when your children see you cry every night? Weeks ago, everything came crashing down. After another fight, he beat me so badly that I could barely stand. Then, in front of his guards, he threw me out of the house. He told them not to let me take my children. He said I was a disgrace. He said I was a drug user and that I didn't deserve to be their mother. That day, something broke inside me, but something else also awakened. For the first time, I looked at myself not as a victim, but as a woman who needed to fight. I wiped my tears and picked up my phone. I opened Facebook, where I had always shared my happy pictures, and this time I wrote the truth. I told the world what had been happening for the past 6 years. The beatings, the silence, the shame, the lies behind the luxury. And then I made a decision. I would not be quiet anymore. I am taking him to court to get justice and the custody of my children. I know it will not be easy. Powerful men have powerful ways. But I believe in God, and I believe that truth always wins. To every parent reading this, I beg you, do not sell your daughters to money. Don't let greed or fear blind you. Marriage is not a business. It is a covenant before God. When you force your daughters into the arms of old men, you are not giving them a better life, you are giving them a prison. Proverbs 22 verse 6 says, Train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. Teach your daughters that their worth is not in gold or diamonds. Teach your sons to value women, not control them. The pain I went through could have been avoided if my parents had been stronger, if I had listened, if I had known that peace is worth more than any mansion. To every young girl dreaming of luxury, please don't trade your freedom for comfort. A man's money cannot buy you peace. If a man is old enough to be your father and you marry him out of desperation or greed, you are not living, you are surviving. The Bible says in Proverbs 14 verse 1, "The wise woman builds her house, but the foolish pulls it down with her hands." Don't destroy your life chasing what glitters. Real love doesn't hurt. Real love doesn't silence you. Real love doesn't leave scars on your body or soul. Today, I am no longer afraid. I have no mansion, no cars, no luxury bags, but I have peace. And that peace is worth more than all the gold in the world. I believe that my story will inspire other women to rise up, to speak out, and to know that God is close to the brokenhearted. He never abandons us, even in our worst moments. This is my story, the story of a girl who thought she found paradise in riches, but found true freedom in pain. If you are reading this and you are trapped in an abusive marriage, please remember, you are not alone. Speak. Pray. Seek help. You deserve love, peace, and a life free from fear. And to every parent, every young girl, every woman, learn from me. Don't let desperation drive you into destruction, because no amount of money can heal a wounded soul.
Welcome. We're thrilled you're here with us. Your feedback helps us create better videos. Share your insights in the comments below. Thank you. Stay updated, subscribe, and ring the notification bell.